Don't touch that thing. It's infected with COVID. Okay, I'm joking. String addition slash subtraction. Okay? String addition subtraction. What does that mean? It means that we have more than two numbers in a sequence being added and subtracted. My suggestion on this, you're going to be doing this for a while. Is your hand going to get sore? Is this going to get shaky?
I'll be fine.
Are people home going to get seasick?
No.
Okay.
At least I hope not.
The first thing you want to do is you want to, number one, you want to convert all subtraction to addition. Now, in this particular problem written in black here, we don't have to do that because it's all being added. Look at 98 plus negative 54 plus 113 plus negative 998 plus 44 plus negative 612, right? So everything's being added, okay? Had this problem been 98 minus, okay, 54, okay, minus negative 113, plus negative 998, etc., we would take that 98 and say plus negative 54. Minus become plus 113, etc., okay? That's what we would do first. Convert all subtraction to addition. Can we convert negative numbers to positive numbers? Yes or no? Help me out, guys.
Yes.
Nope. Okay? So we can't just say, oh, you're a negative, you get to become a positive. Math is the manipulation of numbers to look different but remain the same. Okay. So does negative 5 equal positive 5? No, they look different and they are different. So that's wrong. Okay? You can't just say, oh, I'm a negative, now I get to be a positive. Okay? But can I say that 7 minus 5 equals 7 plus negative 5? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, let's think about it. What's 7 minus 5? It is 2. Okay? What's 7 plus negative 5? Well, absolute value of 7 is 7. Absolute value of negative 5 is 5. Okay? These are same or different sign? Different. Different means difference. Difference means we will subtract. Large number minus small, 7 minus 5 is 2. Larger number was positive. 2 and 2, these are the same. Their answers are the same, therefore they are the same. I can convert subtraction to the addition of a negative. Think about this, okay? What's negative 2 plus 2? What does that equal?
0.
Well, it equals 0, right? Okay, but what if I rewrite this and I say, all right, 2 minus 2. What does that equal?
0.
Of course it equals 0. Well, what's 2 plus negative 2? That is 0. We draw it on a number line now. Let's do this. If I take 2, so I go 1, 2, I go 1, 2, and then I add a negative 2, go back 2, I'm back to 0, right? Again, if I have 1, 2, and I subtract 2, I'm back to 0. They are the same thing. So coming over to this board, are you able to see this over here? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a single negative, we said we can call that plus a negative. If I have minus a negative, I can say that becomes a plus. The reason I can do this has been proved right here. Okay. Math is the manipulation of things to look different, but they still have to be the same. I can't just make a positive and negative, or I'm going to get the problem wrong. We clear on that? Okay. Okay, I'm going to erase this. Today, you guys want to know some good news? So one of the reasons that Bailey's taking a video is because today we are going to complete all of our, Karate Kid basic stuff. And there's 2 more assignments, 1-5 and 1-6. But instead of having you do the homework, we're going to do it together today and scrap those 2 assignments, unless you beg me to do them. Do you want to do them?
No.
How many people in here would like about 90 problems of homework tonight in 1-5 and 1-6?
No.
Okay, well, what if we cut it to 60? You want to do it?
30.
Or do you just want to not do it at all?
Let's do it in class.
Let's do it in class.
Yes.
Let's kick some class, brother. Let's do it. Okay. All right. I like it. So we're going to do it together, and then you won't have to do any at home. You like that?
Yes.
Still going to have an assignment tonight. We're going to do 1.7, which is algebra, but we're going to get rid of 1-5 and 1-6. So the graders are going to be, they're going to be pretty bummed about this too. They're like, oh, good. I don't have to grade these 2.
I know. Yep.
But they get paid, so, they're like, maybe they are upset about it. Okay? All right. So the first thing we got to talk about is this string addition subtraction.
Can you just, because it's only subtraction and addition, can't you just add all the subtractions?
Oh yeah, man. 98 plus negative 54 is 12. Now this what I'm about to say is really gonna bend your toes. Okay. Okay. We're in algebra. Agreed? And we're about done with this Karate Kid bullcrap. No more waxing our legs. Okay. You agree? Who's waxed their legs lately? Raise your hand. Good job. Me too. No, I didn't. Okay. But anyways, listen. No more wax on, wax off. Oh man, I wish you guys could see this. Everyone of you went like this. It's all like in unison. Just stop it. Okay. Listen to me. No more wax on, wax off. No more paint the fence. No more fetching around here. We're just gonna do algebra. Okay. This right here. Stick it in a. Finish my sentence. Stick it in a calculator. Okay. You get to use calculators on all your tests. Plug these vectors in a calculator. Well, I thought we had to show work. Yeah. But we're about to do algebra. What I'm saying is we're about ready to say, take stuff like this. We're not showing our work on this anymore. We're not doing wax on, wax off. It's put it in a calculator, get your answer, because we're doing algebra. This is arithmetic. You got me? Okay. But on this right here, you convert all subtraction to addition. It's already been done. Second thing I would do is I would gather all my negatives and my positives. Okay, kind of separately, right? So think about this. This is a negative 54. This is a negative 998. This is a negative 612. So I can take 54, 998, and 612 and add them all together. Do it on a calculator, please. Okay? I mean, really, seriously, do not do this, on your own. This becomes 1,864. So like, what is this? Huh?
1,500.
Yeah, it's 4.
What's the actual total? I'm tired today.
I think it's
It's like 1564 something. Is that what you said?
That's it.
No, it's like, I think it's 1654.
Is that a 9?
It's
No, the
1,000.
last is 4 for sure.
Yeah, it's 1,600.
1,654. Okay. All right, and it's negative. They're all negatives because they're all negatives to begin with. Then you take all your positives, 98, 113, 44, and you add all those together, right? Because you got 98, 113, and 44. Add all those together. What do you get?
1 second.
Because, like I said, you can add all these in the calculator, but if you want to do it this way, you can add all your negatives and all your positives. Okay? You have an answer?
I'm working on it.
Don't you guys have calculators?
260.
Get your calculators out.
265.
265? Yeah? Sure. I'll believe you.
The first one is 1664.
Huh?
The first one
Yeah.
is 1664.
1664. I like it. Okay, good. All right, then you add those two together, right? Because these are your positives, these are your negatives. And because they have different sign, you're going to subtract, right? 1664 minus 265. Go ahead. 1399.
1399. Yeah. Negative, sorry.
Is that right?
A negative.
Yeah? Is that the right answer?
It's 255. I'm sorry.
This is 255.
I was really close.
Okay, so this is negative 1389. I'm just
I
asking.
thought the answer was negative 1,409.
Okay, I like it.
I thought that was like the.
That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
Yep, I've got the key for that one, that's right.
Yep, that's right. Okay. What's that?
Do you have to gather all the negatives and positives, or can you just solve it from left to right?
Amen. Solve for left to right. Now, can I share something with you?
Yeah.
If you're using a calculator, I like your way. If you decide that you're not going to use a calculator, okay, then I don't want to go do one problem, get an answer, do another problem, get an answer, do another problem, get an answer. Why don't you gather all your positives, all your negatives, do one problem? That's why I would do it this way. If you're not going to use a calculator, I think this can be a good, efficient way to do it.
Yeah.
But you can still do it that way too.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. Okay? You can use a calculator? Just plug them in, man. Just plug them in. Okay? All right, this next one. Okay? We have an answer here. Is that?
That's, I just figured the answer.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
All right. No, you're good. I'm just saying, it doesn't come with the answer. So again, if we look at this problem here, if we convert all subtraction to addition, don't need to. Everything's being added. Gather all my positives, 44 and 95. Okay, 44, 95. Okay, I'm just gonna do this without a calculator. 9 is 139. There we go. Okay, I got all my negatives. I got -3/8 and I got -5/8. Well, if I add those together, guess what I got? I got -8/8, which is equal to -1. Agreed?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Now, please listen. Unless this is written incorrectly up here, and I'm not accusing you of doing something wrong, but I'm saying I'm doing this problem correctly. The answer to this is 138. Okay, because you got 139 and -1, it makes 138. Now, if one of these was negative, if there was more numbers in here, okay, then it changes everything. Okay,
Let's move on. I wrote it wrong.
we good? I don't know. Okay. All right. So what are we going to learn in 1.5 and 1.6 today? I'm going to erase all this. So I'm going to put a problem on the board real quick on the far left. I want you to do it. And I want you to try to do this without a calculator. Okay? But I'm telling you, we're moving on from the non-calculator usage stuff. We're going to do all calculator usage. Okay? Let's do this problem. -3, -2, 5, 2, -1/2. -1/3 and times -2. Let's go -3. Okay. Go ahead and do that problem right there. Okay. Without a calculator. If you get done with that problem, I want you to do this problem without a calculator. Okay, so don't attempt to put any of these two in your calculators. Just try to do these without calculators. And I wouldn't ask you to do it without calculators unless they had a certain amount of ease to them. Okay, it would permit you to accomplish it without a calculator pretty quickly. Okay, just for a moment, I'm going to ask you to drop your pens and pencils. Please look up here. I know you're probably like, oh, come on. Well, remember, we're doing our homework together, so you either do 90 problems on your own or we do them together right now. So let's do this, 1.5 and 1.6. In 1.5, we're talking about multiplication of negative numbers. And in 1.6, we're talking about division of negative numbers or signed numbers. And so let's think about multiplication / division, okay? If I have a positive times or divided by a positive, what does the answer always equal in terms of its sign? Positive and a positive make a positive, absolutely. How about a negative and a negative? What do they always make? Positive. They make a positive, very good. How about a positive and a negative? Negative. And a negative and a positive? Negative, all right. So what's -15 divided by 3? What does that equal? Of course, -5, yeah. And negative divided by a positive, okay? -5 times -2, what does that equal? +10, okay? So that covers literally all the knowledge in 1.5 and 1.6, all right? So instead of doing 90 problems where you got to figure this crap out, we're going to do it all together in here real quick, all right? This problem right here, okay? How many people have an answer? Raise your hand. How many people have an answer? Okay. All right. Of those you have an answer, is the answer -3? Yeah. Okay, the answer is -3 to this. For the rest of your time here for a minute or two, I want you, if you haven't got -3, try to figure out how do I get -3 out of that, okay? And do this one. All right, go. Okay, coming back to this problem right here. Whenever you have a string multiplication and division, I don't care if you use a calculator or not, the first thing I want you to do in every one of these problems, number one, I want you to count your negatives. And the reason I want you to do this is because we said the most common error people make are data entry errors. You're trying to put negatives in intermittently. Oh, you got a negative, then a negative, then a positive, then a positive, then a negative, then a negative, then a negative. And you're going to screw something up in your calculator about half the time, at least. So count up your negatives. How many negatives do you have in this problem? Everybody, 1, 2, 3, how many? 5, okay. So an odd number equals a negative answer, okay? An even number equals a positive answer. So with that in mind, is your answer going to be negative or positive here? Negative, because you have 5 negatives. So your answer is negative. Next thing, do you all agree with me that this is the same as over 1, over 1, over 1, over 1? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Can these cross cancel? Can those cross cancel? Yep. Okay. Why is this called multiplication / division? If everything's being multiplied, well, we have fractions and they're being divided. But remember, if everything's being multiplied, and these all are being multiplied, we can cross cancel from top to bottom. Okay. Can I cancel these 3's? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What's 2 times 5? It's 10. So can these cancel with that 10? Yep. So you look at this, and all that's left is a bunch of 1s and a negative on top. So you have negative 3 over 1, which is just negative 3. That's your final answer. Okay? So you didn't need a calculator on this. You didn't need to enter all that. You cross cancel everything. Okay? Okay. Cross canceling, right? Top to bottom. Could you have, look at this. Could you have canceled, could you have canceled that 3 to that 3? Look at, let's do this. Could you have canceled that 3 and that 3? Yes or no? Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're next to each other or not. That would have just left this 3 down here. And then everything would have canceled out except that 3. So you get the same answer. Okay? Could you have said 2 goes into 10 5 times? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Cancel that out. Okay. Well, now you have 5 over 5. Those 5s cancel each other out. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Okay? This problem right here. First thing we do, convert all subtraction to addition. This should be negative 5 plus 2 plus negative 7 plus 8 plus negative 15 plus 2. Okay, so if you're not going to use a calculator, I'm saying convert all subtraction to addition. You see that? Powerful. Okay? Minus and minus becomes a plus. A single minus becomes plus a negative. A single minus becomes plus a negative. Gather all your negatives. You got negative 5, you got negative 7, you got negative 15. Okay, so negative 5, negative 7, negative 15. 15 and 5 make 20, 20 and 7 make negative 27. Okay, all your positives, you got 2, you got 8, you got 2. So you got 2 and 8 and 2. 8 and 2 make 10, 10 and 2 make 12. You have a single problem left. Negatives 27 plus 12. Addition of same or different sign? Different. And different means you're going to do what? Subtract. Big minus small, 27 minus 12 makes what? 15. Large number was negative, answer is negative 15. Say, whoa, if you got that right. Good, okay. All right. String multiplication and division, that's in 1, 5, and 1, 6. This is what you covered last time. Done with that. Draw your attention to the far right board. If you need to come over here, you sure can.
Okay.
2 squared versus negative 2 squared. Look up here, please. It's powerful. The exponent affects only what it touches. What is it touching in this problem? What is it touching? Touching the big 2. So what we're saying is the negative comes along for the ride. It's not being touched by this exponent. 2 is going to be 2 times 2, which is 4. The answer to this problem is negative 4. What is the exponent touching in the next problem? It's touching the parentheses. Therefore, everything in the parentheses will be affected by it. Okay? It's saying everything in the parentheses receives me. Okay? Therefore, this is negative 2 times negative 2, or you can rewrite it as a dot there, but we've talked about having operations and negatives next to each other is like a brain wedgie. So we usually would write it like this, or like that, negative 2 and negative 2, which makes positive 4. So that makes negative 4, and that makes positive 4. Powerful concept. We're going to use this throughout algebra, and it can really jack you up if you don't understand it. So I want you to do something for me right now. I want you to take 7, okay, and I want you to say minus 2 squared versus 7 plus negative 2 squared. Do each of these problems. Go. Okay. Give you a minute to do these. 7 minus 2 squared versus 7 plus negative 2 squared. Bailey, I published a quiz today.
Okay.
We're double the amount of points normal.
Okay.
And then I've eliminated 1, 5, and 1, 6.
Okay.
So we're not going to do the 1, 5, 1, 6 homework. We're going to publish this video so people at home can watch this, participate in the quiz, send stuff if they're sick to, you as a TA.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in here gets 100% on the quiz today because they're participating.
Yep.
Okay?
I already got it put in Canvas, so we're good.
Good. All right, so let's think about this for just a minute. Again, the order of operations says we do exponents first. So this 7 and this minus drop down. Okay? The only thing the exponent touching is the 2, so this becomes 7 minus 4, just like over there. 7 minus 4 is 3. Say woo if you got that one right. Good. Okay, this over here, okay, it's affecting everything in the parentheses, so this is 7 plus 4, which makes 11. Say woo if you got that right. Okay, very good. All right, cool. You understand that concept? It's pretty important. We're going to use that throughout our work in algebra. All right. Can I erase this middle board? We cool with that? Okay, last thing I want to teach you that's covered in 1.5 and 1.6 is the principle of division by 0. Okay, division by 0. Okay, these are the division by 0 laws. All right. Any number divided by 0 equals what we call undefined. 0 divided by any number equals 0. So if I have 7 over 0, 100 over 0, okay, x over 0, all of those equal undefined. If I have 0 over 7, 0 over 100, okay, and we're not going to write 0 over x because x could be 0, all right? But bottom line is, the answer is 0. Sometimes people do get into this debate. It's really quite fascinating. What does 0 over 0 equal? Okay. Does it equal 0 or undefined? Ugh. Super frustrating, right? Because anything divided by 0 should be undefined. We're going to stick with this is 0 for this class, okay? We're going to let all the freaks in mathematics, debate this and go crazy about it, but we're just going to call it 0, okay? Why? Does anybody want to know why, or you just want to memorize it and move on? Why? Okay. There are today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There are 27 people in here. Let's say today that I bring 27 donuts to class. And we divide it amongst 27 people. You know what division is? It's the gospel principle of sharing things equally with your friends. Okay? So 27 divided by 27 means 1 donut per person. Okay? That equals 1 donut per person. But as is the case today, I brought 0 donuts. That's enough. And there are 27 of us in here. How many donuts do we all have right now?
0.
None. 0. You got one in your bag? No. No. Okay. No donuts. Okay? And so this is a gospel principle again. We share our nothingness with one another. We bear one another's burdens that they may be alike. So we all have nothing together. We're all sad because we're donutless. Okay? And so we have 0 donuts per person. But let's say on Sunday, I have Uber Eats come up here and drop 100 donuts on this table. Okay? 100 donuts. On Sunday. Okay? Who shows up here on Sunday? Well, you're like, hey, if you got 100 donuts coming, I'm coming. Yeah, I'll be here, Brother Rich. Okay? But you didn't know about the announcement, and we don't have class on Sunday. So how many people show up here? 0. Okay? This is undefined. It's impossible to share or to divide when there's no entities to divide them amongst. And so we call this undefined because division is impossible when there's no entities to share it amongst. We clear? There's the why. All right, that's everything from 1.5 and 1.6. Take pictures, write it down, do what you got to do. You can end this video